I wanted to thank you for taking time to speak with me today.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for you as well.
I wanted to ask if you could take me back to the beginning and tell me how this band became a reality. It goes way back to the early, well, mid 20s. 2017, I believe, was your first release.
Yeah, actually, we started the band back in 2013. Me and the other guitarist, Sophus, and our first bass player, and we quickly found our drummer, Martin. Um, so yeah, that was 2013, and we did the first EP in 2014. So it's been a couple of years. Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you, this album is a great album from top to bottom. I wanted to ask you, when did you begin work on this one?
Um, we have worked on it for quite a while. I think the last album was in 2022, so probably since 2023, so more or less 3 years we've been working on it, and actually we started learning how to record the album, record the music ourselves. So that was a big deal for us last year, just doing the production and recording ourselves, and then sending it off to get a good mix and master from Don Swane.
And a track that really stands out for me on the album is They Died Facing Down. I wanted to ask if you could speak on the track and how it came to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's called "They Died Facing Forwards."
Forward, yes.
Forward,
Sorry.
yeah. Yeah, I was almost also forget the track name sometimes. But yeah, they died facing forward. I guess we just had some good riffs, and I was playing around with like the order of the riffs and what sounded good to me, and just trying some drum what's it called so experimenting with different types of drumming to the riffs, and I just came up with a verse, bridge, chorus that I thought sounded good in that order, and then I brought it to the other guys in the band, and they liked it as well. And like it's always our drummer has the final say for the drums
Mm.
for each track. So he did his thing, and yeah, it was pretty much. I think that track is more like a little bit like how we used to make songs on our earlier albums, and not as much death doom like this album, the rest of the album. So yeah, I was very happy with that track
And
for
lyrically, I
sure.
wanted to ask about because in looking at it lyrically, there's parts of it that give me a military aspect to the lyrics. Is that correct?
Yeah, for sure. We've always been doing lyrics inspired by especially World War One and Two,
Hmm.
and like just the misery of the soldiers, and like how horrible it was for like our interpretation of it. Obviously, I am very inspired by Bolt Thrower and Hail of Bullets and Asphyx, a couple of my favorite bands, and same for Martin, who does our drummer actually writes most of the lyrics. So yeah, that's definitely something we've been doing for a long time now, for basically for all the records.
And I wanted to ask you, what began your desire to follow that part of history?
Well, I think we're all well. I'd say it's mainly our drummer who is like a super nerd geek, like super into like World War One and Two history, and um, to some extent me as well. Especially I'm into World War One history. So we just thought like it's just continuing the tradition of yeah, like bands like Asphyx and Bow Thrower, and just um trying to, and like older heavy metal like Iron Maiden for sure as well, and
Sure.
Metallica, and like it's a good theme for extreme metal, I think, and it's there's always more to dig up and write about. So yeah, it's a good theme, fitting theme, especially for Death Doom. I think it's very fitting.
And also, one thing that always comes to my mind when I think of it, I used to study World War II as well. And one thing that always comes to my mind, and it speaks true today, history does repeat itself. The same
Yeah,
actions that were taken at that time are being taken now.
yeah. So it's for sure a matter of uh, trying to remember the things that have happened to, so that we can avoid repeating them, basically.
Sure.
Yeah,
And it just seems like human nature to self-destruct and reenact it again.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Um, I wanted to ask you as well, the band has been together for a long time. What do you feel is the key to longevity in this business?
Um, I think for us, it's been just a matter of like everyone being on the same page in a matter of what goals we have, and what we want to do to continue moving forward, and just balancing the amount of time and effort we put into it, because obviously it might take a lot of free time from our lives to work on the music, and record and rehearse for live shows and everything, and just going out playing and everything. So as long as everyone is have the same ambition, I think it's really important for a band as a whole. Um, so yeah, and plus we're just like we've been friends for a long time, and
Mm.
grown together as a family, basically. So it's a good chemistry, and common goals, and the same ambition for all the band members. I think that's key for us.
And then getting back to the album, I wanted to speak on another track that really stood out to me, and that was The Horrors That Befell Them. It's a great track, and I love the drive of the track. I wanted to ask you,
Cheers.
what was a um, process to that track as well?
Um, yeah, I think that's one of the tracks that we've been working on for the longest, actually, because we played a version of it maybe 2 years ago or something, 2.5 years ago. We played it live, and it was sounding quite different from the album version. And uh, yeah, we struggled with it a bit, trying to figure out the song structure for it, and eventually we decided to just keep it simple. We had the outro part that we really liked, and we had the verses. We came up with a simple intro to the song, and I really wanted to get my friend Olof Mörk from a power metal band Amaranth. I wanted to get him to play a solo on the album, so we thought, why not this song and just stick it between two choruses instead of like a verse. So yeah, it was a fun track, and tried to keep it short and just keep the best parts. And yeah, we played it live now for the last month or so. So it's a good live track as well, and that's always fun.
And then speaking of the album, now that it's out, I wanted to ask you, what is the next step for you? Will you continue on the road?
I guess the next steps are just keep writing a bit of new music. Um, Probably gonna do an EP next, so we'll see. But right now we're just we gotta plan stuff for the coming year, and hopefully doing some touring next summer. Um, it's been a long time since we've been to England and UK, so hopefully we're going there soon again. And then just planning live shows for the coming year and keep writing music. Yeah.
And one very important immersive piece of the album is the album artwork itself. I wanted to ask if you could speak on it and who's the artist that's involved in it.
Yeah, that's easy for me because I am the artist.
Wow.
So yeah, so it's yeah, I can talk about it a bit. Um, I well, I did it as a big oil painting, and I've done all the album covers as oil paintings because I think it's fun and it's a bit old school, and the other guys in the band, they let me go with whatever I want to do basically. Um, and yeah, I was inspired by an old oil painter. I think it's called like John Martin or something. So I was inspired by that, by his paintings, and yeah, I tried to, because the theme of the album is what's it called, the Atlantic theater of World War II.
Mm.
So I tried to keep it a little bit like what's it called, shoreline, and like blooded waters, and yeah, something like that, and just dramatic lighting, and yeah, experimented a bit with it, but yeah, I came up with with the album cover, and yeah, we've gotten some good feedback on it, so I think at least it sticks out
Yes,
uh,
absolutely.
from other album artworks, so that's always a good thing.
And I and speaking of that, which art came to you first? Your passion for art or your passion for music?
Well, I've been painting and drawing ever since I was a little kid, basically. And then, yeah, well, I've been kind of on and off again with the art thing for all my life. And then when we started the band, uh, I was in my mid-20s. And then a couple of years later, I went back to art more again. So it's been always kind of both, more or less like discovering metal. I was sold, wanted to learn guitar and stuff when I was like, 16, 17 years old. So it's always been both ever since then. But yeah, definitely started with drawing since I was like 4 or 5 years old.
And then speaking of your musical journey, I wanted to ask you, along that journey, what do you feel has been the best advice that has been given to you along the way?
Oh wow. Um, that's a tough one. The best advice, do it for I don't know. Like, I guess I'm not sure who's given me what specific advice, but I think a good thing I my approach has always been just do it because it's fun. Like, I have the same approach with doing art as well. Like, it's so much work trying, like, getting to a level of skill, whether it's art or music or any other creative stuff. It's a lot of work, and you have to enjoy the journey. You have to enjoy working on your craft. Uh, Otherwise, you can't do it for like a later reward. You have to enjoy it while you're doing it. Like, whether it's just working in the rehearsal space, writing music, or practicing guitar at home. Like, you have to be passionate. You can't do it for a later reward or something. You have to enjoy it while you're working on it.
And we've talked about the time this band has been together. It's amazing the career you've had. I wanted to ask you, what are some of the proudest moments for you of this journey?
Mm, I think proudest moments is probably like playing festivals. I always love playing festivals, and I don't know, like, just being able to stick together and release album and get good reviews. And like, for me, it's
Hmm.
just hearing, like, getting positive feedback from people whom uh, I don't know at all, like, just strangers, whether in real life or on the web, or yeah, on social media, commenting. It's just that makes me proud of us putting out good music, I guess.
And a lot of this time has been spent on the road. I wanted to ask you, what is your favorite road story?
um, I think my favorite road story is probably um, like just after COVID in I think it was 2021 or something,
Hmm.
late 2020, no, yeah, maybe early 2021 or something, when we did a European tour with our friends in a band called Envig, and like, everyone got fucking sick except me, because I had just been sick before the road, before the tour. So and I don't know, like, just playing in like Berlin at a, you know what a squat is? A squat,
No.
like basically a building that's been taken over by outlaws or something.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay.
So the police were restricted from that area, and we just played in a really damp basement with a full, like, it was a great show, and it was like a really bad for the health, but it was
Mm.
a very fun show. Yeah, kind of weird place, but it was a lot of fun.
And now that the album is out, I wanted to ask you, what's the best way to get a physical copy of this album and any merchandise that you have?
I just head to our Big Cartel page, site, creepingflash.bigcartel.com. We have all the stuff there. So yeah, both vinyl and CD and t-shirts and everything. Yeah.
And in speaking of playing live, I wanted to ask you, do you have a set routine that you do before you go on stage?
Um, try to warm up a little bit, I guess. I don't have a specific routine, but try not to drink a lot of beers, too many beers. But yeah, usually try to keep it at like 2 or 3 beers, so we don't get too sloppy. But yeah, I don't know, like relax, warm up a little bit, maybe the last 20 minutes before the show, and
Mhm.
yeah, just have a good time.
And who came up with the name Creeping Flesh?
I think I did it. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I think it was from the like I just wanted to continue the tradition of taking band names from old school horror movies. So it's from an old British horror movie with Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing.
Hmm.
So it's I think it's from the 70s or something. So yeah, just wanted to continue the horror movie band name tradition, and yeah, no one else had taken it yet, so just it'll work. It'll do fine.
And every time I listen to you and I look at the name, the first thing that comes to my mind is Creeping Death by Metallica
Yeah,
because it's so close,
yeah, for
letter
sure.
wise.
Yeah.
And lastly, my friend, I wanted to ask you if you could give a message to your fans, what message would you give them?
Um, Thanks for the support, and thanks for checking out the new album, and hope to see you on the road. We love playing live, and that's like the end goal of the band is just to come out and play live and hang out with other metalheads because that's what we love to do anyway. So yeah, hope to see you all soon.
Well, I wanted to take a moment to thank you, my friend, because in listening
Thank
to this
you.
new album, it made me go back to your catalog, and it's amazing the great music that you have done through the years. You should be very proud of what you've done.
Thanks so much. Thanks.
And I look forward to what lies ahead for you, my friend. I hope next time we talk, we can talk about an amazing tour that lies ahead.
Yeah, sounds great.
Thank you,
Cheers.
my friend, again. You enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, you too. Thanks
Cheers.
again. Cheers.